Deep beneath the rolling waves of the North Atlantic, two submarines hunted each other in total silence. One mismove could have detonated a war. No one on the surface knew. No one ever talked about it. In the late Cold War era, the world's greatest powers had turned their attention from the skies to the depths of the sea. Silent vessels built of steel and titanium roamed the oceans, invisible threats for which the only warning was the faintest ping. Among them, submarine crews lived in darkness under pressure, carrying weapons capable of annihilation. The standoff between East and West wasn't just in the air or space, it was under the waves. One documented example. In October 1962, during the Cuban Missile Crisis, a Soviet submarine, B-59, cut off from communications and believing it was under attack, prepared to launch a nuclear torpedo until one man, Vasily Arkhipov, refused. PBS +1. And beyond these high-profile moments were dozens of unreported standoffs, hunts in silence that remained hidden for decades. Imagine a dark hull gliding at periscope depth through icy water, sonar operators scanning for the slightest signature. This is our standoff. A Western nuclear-powered attack submarine has detected what looks like a Soviet ballistic missile submarine trying to slip into patrol position. The NATO crew begins trailing the target, adjusting depth, speed, quieting engines. Outside, on the other vessel, the Soviet crew senses they're being watched, but cannot confirm by what means. Tension rises when surface ships deploy sonar buoys and friendly aircraft drop sensors. The hunted sub ducks deeper, trying to slip beneath thermoclines, avoid active sonar and wake trails. Meanwhile, the hunter risks detection, for if the target detects the trailing submarine, the hunting sub becomes prey. In one dramatic moment, the hunter deploys a pattern of small depth charges, not high yield, just signal charges, designed not to sink the target, but force it to surface or reveal its position. The hunted crew interprets these as an attack. In the sealed compartments of the submarine, alarms sound, oxygen levels drop, morale strains. The commander must decide, do we fire our strategic weapon before they do? In the darkness beneath the waves, seconds stretch into lifetimes. One wrong decision and escalation could trigger nuclear war, or at least open hostilities between superpowers. The vast machinery of deterrence hinges not only on strategy, but on individual men in pressure cooker metal tubes thousands of feet underwater. In the end, both submarines break off the contact. The hunter returns to base. The hunted slips away into the deep. Officially, nothing is acknowledged. No press release. The world above remains unaware of how close the seas came to becoming a shooting gallery for submarines. Yet these encounters shaped naval doctrine. They forced navies to refine undersea detection, quiet running technologies, anti-submarine tactics, and rules of engagement. They shaped the climax of the Cold War undersea arms race. These silent hunts were the unseen front lines of deterrence, where staying undetected was as lethal as firing a missile. The emotional toll was high. Crews returned with physical exhaustion, psychological stress, and secrets they must never speak of. And for historians, each newly declassified encounter offers a sobering reminder of how thin the line was between peace and catastrophe. Beneath the waves, far from cameras and headlines, the silent hunt continues. In the vast darkness of the ocean, unseen vessels prowl, listen, and wait. The variables of chance, human decision, and mechanical failure all conspire against safety. The next time you think of nuclear deterrence, remember, it wasn't always missiles in silos or bombers in the sky. Sometimes, it was two steel whales chasing each other in total silence. So quiet, you would never know it was happening. And maybe that's the point. Because if you didn't hear it, you didn't know the war nearly began.